it's crazy that these artists are still getting screwed like that. And like we said before, De La, we with you. And it just goes into another topic. We also saw that Kanye West is kind of in the same predicament in a sense. He's basically bound for life to EMI, and that was the most crazy thing that I seen.
Sounds like a choice.
Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. like bro, it's almost like an abortion type of thing. Like, then people are making decisions for you that you can't even make for yourself, and that's wild that he's still technically bound. So he's suing EMI. For those who haven't heard, he is suing EMI, which is the biggest basically music label that's out there. They pretty much house everything, from Warner to everybody. Their EMI holds all of that. They hold all of the cards, and per his contract, he is essentially under the contract for the remainder of his career, as long as he's putting out music.
Yeah, because they have the right to extend it every time he hits like a milestone. They just extend the contract.
Right.
And, he's also suing them for his masters.
Right.
They even have stuff in his contract that says he is forbidden from retiring from writing songs, performing music, entertaining. Like, he's got to provide them music every year, which kind of makes sense as to why he's been going on a run of just releasing all kind of music in the last year, right before he drops these lawsuits.
Right. He's trying to get out of it. And he's also proving the fact that, and you actually put me up on game with this, with the law that goes into LA. And, after a certain amount of time, 7 years to be exact, you basically can be, removed from your actual, deal that you have after that set amount of time. So it basically started from when he dropped his first album, of course, College Dropout.
2003.
So 2003, it goes all the way back to 2003. And he had 7 years that he could have been on that contract, as long as he's within LA County. 7 years on that contract, then he can go back and actually sue or get out of that contract based on the, it's something that the state of California has, and it's a breach of contract in a sense that he has. So he's actually suing them to get his masters and to get off of that deal.
Yeah, and so he's actually suing to get complete ownership for any song that he's written since 2010. So everything from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy until today, the albums that he had dropped last year and everything like that. So he's suing to get the publishing, the masters, just for those tracks at this point. He's also suing Rockefeller to get out of the contract that he was there. And EMI's response is saying that they're based out of New York, and New York law doesn't have the 7-year statute on here. So
right. So he's now in a legal battle, and that's going to be a huge battle. I mean, that's going to be time and money, costly time and money, to try to fight this, because they're going to fight that to the end. Kanye West is obviously one of our most polarizing hip hop artists that's out there, producer, and a lot of money is to be made off of him, and so they're going to fight it. They're going to fight it till tooth and nail, and everything. So he's seeking freedom from the contract and ownership of all works published after October 2010, because that fulfilled his 7-year contract. Based on the California limited statutes. It's like an artist is always being held under some type of standard to not get any money. And it just goes to show another, I don't know if it's personally played that way, but it is, because every artist can go through this, but it seems like all of the black artists are the ones going through it the most. These are the guys who are getting hit the most. I don't see the Taylor Swifts or these people like that who are also fighting for these same types of rights and reasons. It doesn't happen to them. And it just seems like either they're making some money, so their deals were probably better. Who knows? We don't know what everybody's deals look like, but all I know is every black artist and every hip hop artist, it seems like a rich white man at the top is making hella money off of it, exploiting black music all over again. And it's just a continuous path and cycle that's been happening for years and years and years and years. And it's just ridiculous at this point.
Definitely. And we're talking whether you like Kanye West or hate Kanye West or whatever your opinion is on Kanye West, you have to agree that he's one of the biggest pop stars of the 2000s.
Right.
Like people around the world know who Kanye West is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can walk up to someone in Paris and ask them who Kanye West is. You can walk up to someone in Tokyo. You can walk up to someone in LA. You can walk up to someone in Chicago. They're going to know who Kanye West is. That's probably, maybe 5 people you can say that about.
Right. Exactly.
So this is the guy that's getting screwed out of his music deal right now. This, we're talking about De La Soul and Kanye, not just these little SoundCloud rappers or whatever, which I'm sure they're getting even more screwed because SoundCloud ain't paying shit.
Right. Straight up. Not making a damn dime.
But at least they don't own your rights, right? You still own your rights by posting it up on there.
Yeah, absolutely. You can still own those rights, and they're actually able to make that happen at least still. But yeah, most definitely these dudes are obviously top pinnacle people, especially in music in general, and we're just not they're not getting paid. And it's like who and why and how is this all being done, and what is it being done to make up for it? Now I will say, out of the many things that Trump is, he at least is a supporter of the musicians. I will give him that. Everything else, he sucks in life.
He's a supporter of Kanye West too.
He is a Kanye West supporter.
And vice versa.
Kanye West is a supporter of him, yeah. Make America great again, fuckers.
But Kanye great again.
Yeah, make Kanye great again. That's the T-shirt, man. Everybody wants it. We want the old Kanye back, and slowly he's getting it back with the Sunday the Sunday service. Yeah, them things is looking legit. We'll talk about those in some future episodes because I think he's about to make something epic. But there's actually a couple of key people that have gone through this, at least for Kanye West side of it. Gone with the Wind actress Olivia de Havilland, way back in the 40s, actually was the first person to separate from Warner Brothers way back in the day using a clause way back. And so this is in the 40s. Yeah, through the 7-year deal. And then it looks like Olivia Newton-John and the band 30 Seconds to Mars also did the same thing. So they were able to get their freedom. And so for EMI to try to sue or just let this go, obviously they have more money to be made than Olivia Newton-John or even 30 Seconds to Mars at this point. But I don't see them winning. I mean, I hope so. Of course, they're trying to use every angle that they can. They're saying, of course, New York laws versus California laws, this, that, and the other. And I guess that's why a lot of artists maybe move to California, is because they know this is going to happen. So, every artist pretty much, you move to Cali. There's not a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm moving to New York," and when they're on the deal. So actually, everybody goes to LA. So maybe that's why a lot of artists do that, and they understand that. Hopefully. But again, it's just another story of artists getting their pockets just took, man. Like they just got ran up on and shook them down in the hood in Chicago somewhere in Siberia.
And they're robbing them like Jesse Smollett.
For real, man. Yeah, so I know we love the artists here. We love music, and we just want to see the artists get paid what they deserve, because putting out artistry over vocals or over music instrumentation, whatever you do, I think music makes the world go around. Without music, we would all go crazy. Yeah. We could all do without almost everything, but music is probably one of those things that we couldn't do without as humanity, as human beings. There's music in every aspect of life. So it needs to be right for those guys who really take the time and the effort and push themselves to become artists, because it takes a lot of talent, hard work, dedication, tears, everything to make that happen, And as an artist myself, I've been doing music for almost 15 15 to 17 years, somewhere in there. Ever since I was a young buck, I wrote my own music and did everything like that. And I've always wanted to be not necessarily famous, but I've always wanted my words to be heard. Or even now, just DJing, I love to hear my mixes to be played and people to enjoy the types of things that I'm listening to. And I can only imagine the people who actually put the time in to make those tracks do that.
Yeah.
And so that time and effort should be well paid, because that's what drives the world. What do you listen to when you get in your car every day? Fucking music. So it shouldn't be something that is treated lightly.
Yeah, most definitely. The artist should be getting the biggest cut of everything, regardless of, no matter what. The artist should be getting everything. It's got Kanye West's name on it. It's got De La Soul's name on it. They should be getting money. They're the ones that are putting themselves out there like that are putting out, putting their feelings on record to try to help people or to entertain people. And yet they're not getting any of the money. Like, these songs are written by them.
Right. So I'm going to just say it for all the artists out there and you fucking labels, cut the fucking check, bro. Cut the check.
Cut the fucking check.
CTFC, cut the fucking check, bro. y'all going to make money, man. The thing about it is y'all going to make money. Labels, y'all going to still make money, but there's no reason to fuck the artists in the long run, because nobody wants to fuck with you. That's why there's only like a handful of labels even left.
There's like 3 labels.
Yeah, there's like 3 major labels left. Nobody wants to fuck with y'all. Everybody can just put out your music, just like we're making these podcasts. Anybody can just go be at home and make some music and get paid for it. So artists out there, y'all keep doing that, man. Go independent as much as possible. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can tell y'all is do some research, man. It's very easy to own your own stuff. Just make sure that you're clearing. If you're using samples, clear them shits, please. Mm-hmm. The best way around it is avoid it altogether. Learn how to play your own music, make your own sounds, do everything like that. So then you don't have to owe a single dime to anybody, and you take 100% of that cut instead of taking measly 10% like Tommy Boy is trying to do to De La Soul.
Yeah, the way to do it is to, if you do got to fuck with the major label, use them for a distribution deal, and while you still release your shit on your own, let them distribute it. That's going to give them the lowest cut of the pie, period, and it's not going to tie you down because you can distribute with anybody.
Right. Because labels are gonna try to sign you because they know either you're going to be hot or you are hot. So or you have potential to be hot and you fit the mold. So just do what you got to do, man. There's too many free platforms. There's too many platforms out there for you to be heard, where you don't have to owe it to a major label. Some of our favorite artists don't have any major signings at all, but they're doing tours and everything else. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about, because that's where you're gonna make your money anyways, getting on them tours, getting on the road, and really building the fan base like that. So just a little bit of game for y'all who don't know the music game.
Yeah, and if you're a fan, support your favorite artists.
Damn right, man. Say that again.
Yeah, if you're a fan, support your favorite artists. I don't care buy a t-shirt from them. You know why they're selling a regular t-shirt for $50 on their website? Because that's the only way they're making 90% of the money is off of that $50 t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
So
real talk.
Get the t-shirt, stream their albums, buy their albums, buy the digital copies of their albums, go see them live when they
buy the vinyl shit.
Buy the vinyl. Exactly. Support your artist. Pick one. Even if you got to pick one, drop $50 on them this year, please.
Real talk. And while y'all supporting them, y'all support us too by subscribing, and y'all share this. We got a link out there. It is subscribes and links y'all to everywhere we can be heard. Y'all definitely link in with the antidote. We got mixes and everything else, and we're gonna put y'all on to the dopest stuff that's going on in the world. But also we're gonna give y'all that antidote, so y'all don't hear that fake shit, and we keep it 1,000.
Yes, for real. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. Shout out to Gary Stecker from Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to Gary.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. And just leave us a 5-star review and subscribe to the show. That definitely helps us. And tell your friends. Just don't tell my mom, because she probably don't like me cussing like this shit.
Mine too. I know my mom was like, I was trying to figure out if mom listened to this shit, and I was like, I told her not to, just because.